Hello, Jacket Nation. Dr. Plew here, coming to talk to you a little bit about instructional expectations for the upcoming school year, both for Plan B and Plan D students. So I've got a couple of things that I'm going to refer to during this video to make sure everybody is on the same page. So first of all, on this poster here, you see we've got it divided up into students who've chosen Plan B and students who've chosen Plan D. So for students who have chosen Plan B, notice that based on the last name of your last name, you have one day where you will be here for face-to-face. So Monday for A through D, Tuesday for E through K, Wednesday for L through Q, and Thursday for R through Z. And then you see the other days of the week you're doing remote, and then of course on Friday it is an all-remote day. So it's really important to understand that on your face-to-face day, that's when Plan B students have a reserved time for help from their teachers. The other days, many teachers will offer additional times for help, but just understand that that's going to be a really important time for A through D students to make sure that they come in to school to get that help from their teachers. Now, for students who've chosen Plan D, a very similar layout. You can see, again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, based on the alphabetic breakdown of the days where teachers will have reserved office hours for you. Again, many teachers will offer additional office hours and will help at additional times. But just understand that these are the reserved times for office hours. So if you've chosen Plan D, want to make sure everybody who's chosen Plan D knows that this is a school day. You are going to be expected to sign in and out of school or in and out of your classes throughout the school day. It's not going to be the opportunity for you to do something else during the day and then come home and do your work. If you do that, you're going to lose out on the opportunity to have those office hours with your teachers. Remember, teachers will not be available all through the evening hours to help you with assignments. So also want to just make sure we talk about a few other things. First of all, there will be a mix of live versus on-demand instruction. So all that means is that sometimes your teachers may expect you to actually sign on to the class during the actual class period, and other times the assignments will be on demand in the Canvas page where you will watch pre-recorded videos and complete assignments. So that kind of leads us to the other poster that I've got here, and this is one that's really important for everybody to know also, and that is what our new bell schedule is at Forest Hills. It's similar to the old bell schedule, but there are some differences. The biggest difference is we won't be starting school until about 8:35 this year, and that is due to some transportation adjustments due to our new schedule. We also will have a lot more lunches. We'll talk about lunch procedures on a future video, but these are the really important times for everybody to understand. First block, second block, third block, virtual / remote lunchtime, and fourth block. So all this means is we want you to understand that during these times is when you'll be expected to be logging into Canvas and completing assignments, both when you're remote and when you are, whether or not you're virtual Plan D. Those are the times that we are setting aside for you to do that work. Remember, this is going to be much different than the spring, much different from the spring. You're going to be graded and held accountable from the first day of school, August 17th, whether you're here face-to-face or starting off remotely or virtual on that Monday. Those assignments will be the beginnings of your grades for this 6 weeks and semester. So really important that you understand that there's no grace period like there was in the spring where we had to go out kind of unexpected. Also important to note that each day you will be getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 hours worth of work. Now, it's going to be designed to 6 hours, an hour and a half for each class, but some of you work faster than others, so you may complete a little quicker than that. But somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 hours per day. So again, going back to those of you who've chosen Plan D, really important that you understand that if you don't do your work at the time during the day of the bell schedule and you wait till much later to get started, you're going to have not only missed out on the opportunity to ask for assistance from your teacher because your teacher's going to be on to a new period of students or onto their evening activities with their families at home, but you've also going to have 4 to 6 hours worth of work to catch up on. Very important to understand, you're not going to be able to take a couple of days off and then come back and try to catch up. If you don't do your work on Monday and Tuesday, when you come back on Wednesday, you're looking at 12 to 18 hours worth of work that you're going to have to try to catch up on. That's going to be very, very difficult. So parents and students, on remote days, whether you're B or D, or on all days if you're virtual, really important that you set aside the time to do your work during the scheduled time to keep from falling behind. All right, the last thing I want to mention to you is internet access is going to be extremely important. I know that's a challenge for many of you because of where you live or just different circumstances. You're going to have to really work to figure out what are you going to do to make sure you've got access to the internet. One of the best things to do is to come up here to Forest Hills. Our internet, if you get near the school, is reachable, and your laptop, your Chromebook will go directly on to our wireless access. So that's one way that you can do that, to download assignments, download videos, and get things done. There are lots of other places in the community that have free access. We also are going to have hotspots again this year, so you can make a request for those. If you've got your hotspot from last year, by all means continue to use that. And there are lots of other places in the community where you can access free Wi-Fi, including the library, McDonald's, and many other places. So you need to be thinking about what your strategy is to get access to the internet if you don't have that at home on a consistent basis. And again, we want to make sure you understand, we know that's a challenge for some of you. We're not trying to be inconsiderate, but the truth is, especially if you've chosen Plan D, if you don't have access to the internet, reliable high-speed internet, this is going to be extremely challenging for you. So let us know if we can help with that, but ultimately, that's going to be you and your family trying to come up with the best strategy you can to get that access to that high-speed, reliable internet. All right, freshman orientation and Meet Your Teacher are coming up. Freshman orientation will be on Sunday the 9th, and Meet Your Teacher is going to be, we're going to roll that out on the Thursday before school starts. So school starts on Monday the 17th. We're going to be rolling that out on the Thursday before that in the afternoon. Both of those will be virtual options, but you'll have the opportunity to click on each of your teachers and get them to introduce themselves and talk a little bit about their class and everything else you might need to know. And freshman orientation will also be virtual. Will be a great opportunity for all of our ninth graders and their parents to learn as much as they can. All right, I've thrown a lot at you here. I apologize for that. I do understand that this is going to be different than anything we've ever been through, including different than what we went through this past spring. But we want you to be prepared for it. We want you to be successful. We're here for you. If you have any questions, any concerns, please send us an email. You can send it to me, and if it's not for me, I'll get it to the right person. But anybody else that you know and are comfortable with, send emails. We'll get with you. All right, Jack and Nation, we're going to do this. We're going to do it. We're going to be really good at it. Have a great day.